I have an area in this double wide trailer that has been giving me one heck of a problem when it comes to doing this total double wide transformation. It's taken some time and it's been a little tricky, but I finally figured out what I want to do.
Hi, I'm Kimmy. This is my double wide chair. Let's get started. Okay, so how are kilos? Sonic the Hedgehog, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Robots, Akios, and friends.
Originally, this had been made into an open concept sort of thing. Whenever we were replacing the drywall in the wall that you see right there in front of me, it was actually all the way over to the side wall, but there were no studs in it. So when we replaced the drywall and there were no studs in that particular area, I was like, why don't we just block this off and create another walkway into the kitchen? It sounds really cool and fancy, right? But your girl has never designed a double wide interior room before. So I ain't done an exterior one either, so I didn't really know what I was doing. By making it more open concept and creating another walkway into the kitchen from the first living room, I made it extremely hard, if not impossible, to decorate this end of the kitchen. I felt like the kitchen looked big, but it was like a tiny kitchen inside of a big room because it virtually felt walled off there at the side of the fridge where the fridge ends and the island ends. They end at about the same area in the room, and it felt like it walled off there, and this was just an abyss of space I had no idea what to do with. We're a family of 6 living in this trailer though, so anytime I have an area I need to redo and make over, I need to think of functional ways I can improve that room to better suit us as a large family in a little trailer. My trailer isn't as little as the trailer was in the trailer park, but it's still small and only 3 bedroom, 2 bath. So for us, we have to make storage a priority and we have to make the space we have work. So the first thing we did in order to make this work was we had to build that island y'all saw us build in just a couple of videos ago. It was a half wall that we created between the first living room and the kitchen. And it kind of just walled off that area enough to allow us to do something with that area, but yet still remaining open and doing sort of a window look through thing between the kitchen and the living room. So that was step 1, and we accomplished that sucker. Rather, should I say Shane did. I come up with the designs, but my designs can be wonky sometimes. Shane always makes it happen. The second part was figuring out what we were going to do on the kitchen side in order to tie in whatever we're doing with the actual kitchen. So we decided on using a bunch of cabinets. Decided on cabinets for 2 reasons. A, I needed a lot of storage. B, I needed that storage to sort of be hidden and not so out in the open so it didn't look cluttered. The best way to do that is to add some cabinets. Floor-based cabinets were out of the question budget-wise, so here you see Shane adding pieces of wood to the bottom to give these cabinets some height, because these are actually top cabinets. They're not as deep as floor cabinets like the ones that go on the bottom, but I don't need them to be deep for the stuff that we're going to be storing in these. I just need an area to store this stuff. So Shane's going to add some height to these top cabinets we're using as bottom cabinets, and he's going to make it the same height as the rest of the countertops in my kitchen so we can do a little countertop like thing on the top of this. That way it doubles as storage space and a surface to work on. Work smarter, not harder, baby. He attached the wood to the bottom using brackets, and he just did that so it would be more secure. We were going to be working with this corner cabinet you see here, and we knew it was going to be a little crazy getting measurements and stuff. We're not professionals at all. If you're not new here, then you know that. This is never a DIY channel. This is watch me do as I do this stuff, not do as I do this stuff sort of thing. So we knew we were messing with some weird angles, so we did it as simply as we possibly could so we didn't get in over our heads. I mean, plot twist though, we kind of did, because I kind of had to update you guys over on the community tab and on my IG that this video was going to be delayed a little bit because we did get into a pickle. The angles were just giving us a little bit of a hard time, but we finally figured it out. The corner cabinet was well worth the headache because it helped us utilize that corner back there. If we had just done a straight shot and did just a straight cabinet back there, or just not a cabinet at all back there, we would have lost all that space, and I wanted to utilize every bit of space I possibly could, so that corner cabinet made it happen. I ain't really mad about it. Shane ain't really mad about it, because after getting it done and standing back and looking at it, we realized the corner cabinet is really the main character in this whole thing. It made everything connected so seamlessly, and it was the perfect middleman for the dog window bed area and the other cabinets we were installing. A little bit of frustration ain't ever stopped us. Usually we deal with frustration by acting goofy, and you'll see us doing that here in a minute. Just know on the inside we were screaming because we were both over it at this point, because them angles are hard when you get used to it, man. Shane just outdid himself, but he probably worked harder on this than he did on half the stuff he's ever worked on. And I'm telling you, you might laugh at that. It's little compared to a lot that we've done, but he really did rack his brain in order to make this happen. Because we don't have a wall we want to connect these two, we're just connecting them together just to keep that structure there without going into this brick wall here.
I gotta close this gap of this, what goes in between the dog station and the cabin. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I gotta get a couple of studs in there so I can have something to attach the plywood to. Life is like a lion.
If y'all think I'm the only one that busts out in song during these projects, y'all got prime footage of Shane serenading me just then with his mouth wide open. We're using thin plywood as the countertop, and we're going to do the same thing we did over when we made the 10-foot island that we made because of cost purposes. To be budget friendly, we're using the thinnest plywood we can basically get, and we're going to secure it with 1x1s underneath it, laying on top of the cabinet tops, and then we're going to make it chunky and chunkify it and chunk it out with a 1x1 around the perimeter. It's going to look like they're thick countertops, but it's a catfish. They're really not that thick. They're actually quite thin, but it's okay because we don't need them to hold anything heavy. It's not like we're going to be filleting a whale on here. We just need it to be a surface.
Keep thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. Stone cold since you left me here, so come home. Why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. Wizard of Oz can't undo what I've done. Completely out of luck this time. I'm stuck in reverse. I gotta get away now, but I can't seem to take the lead.
think I mentioned this once before, but I like using my little, we laugh and say it's the Taylor tape measure, because it has like the little fractions on it, and this helps me just get little minute details.
Plan, I like it unprepared. Whatever comes our way, we'll stay there for the day. So dream away. So dream away. Clear up my vision. I want colors to find. Turned up from black and white. Find what I'm seeking. Leave my troubles behind. Scars from another time. We're leaving now. Into the clouds. I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. We don't need a plan. I like it unprepared. Whatever comes our way, we'll stay there for the day. So dream away. So dream away. I'll take you anywhere. Just tell me I'll be there. Whatever comes our way, we'll stay there for the day. So dream away. So dream away.
Shane's got the countertop frame done, the countertop itself done. All he has left is to chunk it out. He also has the baseboards done, and he has the plywood wrap around that little mini wall that goes between the dog daybed and the cabinet built in. This is always how we do a countertop on a budget, and it has not failed me yet. It's the cheapest way to do a countertop and still make it look like an actual countertop. It's just a piece of plywood, and then one by ones like you see here wrapped around the perimeter of it to make it look like an actual countertop. You can do anything with this. You can marble it out, make it look like faux granite, whatever you want to do. I did a sort of like marble caribou, I think I called it caribou, sort of pattern on my 10-foot island. You can literally do anything. Epoxy, if you don't want to fool with epoxy, you can do polyacrylic. So the options and the ideas are endless. Now, I'll tell you, if you're going to do a lot of stuff on the countertops, just be cautious of that if you go to do this. But I did it on my island, and I'm on my island. Like, I don't sit on my island, but my kids do sometimes, and it holds them up. But I'm on my island doing something every single day. My island is my catch-all, so there's usually 54 billion pounds of something or another on the island, and it does fine. The trick is to make sure you have supports underneath the plywood. We have supports. Y'all saw Shane frame out the inside of the cabinets here to go underneath the sheet of plywood. We used one by ones, but we spaced them out really, really close together. That way it held up and there's no dip in the plywood, so there's no weak spot. Another way to make it more affordable is to go with white wood. It's not the fanciest of the woods, but it's wood nonetheless. It usually has little dips in it like you see here, the little curved areas where there was a knot in the wood somewhere, but I like to just call that rustic. It don't bother me, especially when it's white. You can barely see it. You could also fill it in with joint compound or caulk or whatever, but white wood is the way to go if you're on a budget because it's the cheapest wood that you can get at Lowe's. It is rough around the edges though, so I take my little handy dandy sanding block and I sand the sucker down. I mean, I get the edges, I get the corners specifically because I don't want the kiddos running through the house and then hitting their head on a corner or something like that. My brother literally did that at church one time, and he left church and went to the hospital and then left the hospital with like 12 stitches. So that always told me as an adult, I always think of that whenever I have a sharp corner, and I'm always like, nope, that's got to be sanded down. I dual mine down till it's almost rounded, but it's just for, precaution. I sand down every bit of this because it is the cheaper wood. It is rougher. You'll never really get that texture out. I can't anyway. I probably could if I took a actual motorized sander, but I don't want to deal with all that mess. I do not like using that sander unless I absolutely have to, and I especially don't like using it inside. So I use my little handy dandy sander block, and it works just fine for me. Believe it or not, the sanding blocks actually evens out stuff really good. So we had some areas in the countertop towards the cabinet that's in the corner. We had some areas where Shane had to shim the countertop to make it come out a little bit further so it could seamlessly meet the other row of countertop. So he had to go in and use shim. And what shim is, he learned to do that years and years and years ago when he worked at Clayton Mobile Home building trailers. They always use shim. You literally just take little thin pieces of wood and you layer them on top of each other if you need to bring something out just a little bit, and it works like a charm. It does by itself make the project look a little rough though, so it definitely has to be sanded down, and you have to have some sort of filler, whether you're staining and using wood filler, or in my case I used caulk and it turned out fine. There definitely would be some sort of filler needed. Since I had intentions on painting this white, I knew I could use caulk, and it wasn't too big of a gap that I couldn't use caulk, so the caulk worked fine. I'm painting it the same white as the rest of my house, which, say it with me, is Pure White by Sherwin-Williams. I know y'all probably get tired of hearing that, but you would not believe the amount of comments, DMs, emails, messages that I get that literally ask me what colors I use in my house. So I'm using Pure White by Sherwin-Williams.
I don't think we got enough time to sort out all the fights, to sort out all the lies. Oh baby, yeah. There was a part of me that knew that, and still I'm caught by surprise. I thought you'd always be mine. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know.
I can't believe we're finally seeing the finish line when it comes to this kitchen remodel. I have completely racked my brain over the last few months thinking about how we're going to tie in this side so we can move to the other side of the kitchen. We knocked out the dining room to make this kitchen bigger, to expand this kitchen. So we've created a ginormous kitchen space in this double wide. If y'all remember, if you go back and look at old videos, the kitchen space was little. Like, it was super little, and it was, this whole entire space that you see us working in right now was split between a dining room and a kitchen, and there was a big, long, like, double stacked island sort of thing in the middle of it. So it was little. We've made it huge.
That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more, no. I really thought we had it covered. Was gonna patch up all the scars, but we smashed up all the parts. Oh, nah, nah, nah. Always knew that you were stubborn, but didn't know it'd be so hard to figure out who you really are. I guess our dreams fell asleep. There's no passion in the comatose. Baby going down, 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 down. Baby going down, 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 down. Tried so hard to stay afloat. Yeah, we keep moving like the river goes. Baby going down, 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 down. Yeah. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know. Yeah, no, it's no more, no. I got so high on a low. That's when I loved you the most. Now I thought
I never know where the stopping point is whenever you go to paint cabinets. Are you supposed to paint this little sliver? I sometimes do and I sometimes don't. I have no idea. But I did half and half this time. So half of them I painted the little sliver, and then I got tired of doing that, and I was like, well, if I'm not supposed to do it, I'm not going to do it. So I did half and half just in case. I mean, I don't really know if there's a difference. I guess it just looks cleaner if it's painted, but mine doesn't because it looks a hot mess. So mine looks cleaner when it's not painted on the little inside trim pieces area. It's super tedious too. Like, I could have the entire project coated 3 times by the time I got done doing the little trim inside pieces.
No more, we don't know, no us no more, we don't know, no us no more, no, no, yeah. I guess our dreams fell asleep, there's no passion in the comatose, baby going down, 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 baby going down, 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 tried so hard to stay afloat, we keep moving like the river goes, baby going down, 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 baby going down, 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 down. And I thought, it's time I'm letting you go. This time I know it for sure. Just thought I should let you know that now, no it's no more, no. I got so high on a hill, that's when I loved you the most. No, I thought I should let you know that now, no it's no more, no. We don't know, no it's no more, we don't know. No us no more, we don't know. No us no more, no, no. We don't know. No us no more, we don't know. No us no more, we don't know.
I'm slapping the first coat on here before we do the caulk, and then after the caulk, we're slapping another coat on here. I used to be a color place girly. I'm telling y'all, it's the cheapest paint. I was like, it's cheap paint, paint is paint, and paint is paint. But the Sherwin-Williams coats so well. I mean, you don't have to do 6 or 7 coats of paint, even on raw wood like this, or even on dark colors. I've done it on all kinds of different textures, all kinds of different colors, and it coats so well. It's awesome coverage. I started doing the semi-gloss too on all of my cabinets so that they're easily wiped down, because I used to do the eggshell, which is the satin, but it still felt a little bit too flat, especially for like heavily washed areas. A wash rag just glides on that semi-gloss paint, and I don't have to worry about it taking off any of the paint or anything like that. So I prefer semi-gloss. I'm actually probably going to go back over my cabinets over near the stove in the fridge and do a coat of semi-gloss, because I'm pretty sure I did eggshell over there. I'm going to slap the first coat on these doors, and while I'm waiting on them to dry, I'm going to take me a lemonade break. I'm currently out of my favorite sugar-free Minute Maid lemonade. Y'all saw us haul that in a grocery haul not too long ago. It was banging, but I'm out of it. So I'm having to resort to the Great Value lemon packets, and those suckers turn your teeth bright yellow. I mean, I prefer it over water, because all I drink is water these days, so like a little sugar-free lemonade is a treat for me, but it does make your teeth like highlighter yellow, especially if they're susceptible to stains. So this area is going to be kind of like our homeschool station. It's where all of the kiddos' iPads are going to be. It's where they can sit down over here. I'm going to get some stools eventually. I don't know what kind yet, but I'm going to get some stools so if they want to sit over here, they can. I got just a few things I think will work really well for this area. The only thing I need to get, though, is stools. I got to find out what kind of stools. I need to figure out how high I need the stools. I haven't got that yet, and I also haven't got the hardware for these yet because I don't know what I want to go with. I don't know if I want to go with ones that'll match the black ones in the rest of the kitchen, because this sucker tied in the kitchen. It looks like a ginormous kitchen now. It doesn't look weird right here. I couldn't be happier with how this looks. But I don't know if I want to do accent hardware that I can get from like Hobby Lobby, or if I want to do the black. Let me know what you guys will do. I'm thinking probably black just to tie everything together. But that's also sort of an accent piece in here. So maybe not, I don't know. You guys let me know what you would do. But I got some things to put on top here. I don't want to clutter it up though. It's not gonna be a catch-all. I do love the way that this looks as is. Like, you know me, if I didn't have to put anything on anything or hang anything up, I wouldn't, because I like the way that bare things look for some reason. I think it's my brain is just so like high functioningly cluttered. See? The words just don't come. they just don't get here. I think it's because my brain is so cluttered that I like the space to be like clear. I think better when I'm in a clear space. That being said, I want it to look like we live here because we do live here. So I have to put things up and have to store things where things go. And I don't just have Shane build this stuff for it to sit there looking empty. I did this because it finished out this portion of the kitchen that was taking me forever to figure out what I wanted to do with. And it gave us storage space, which we desperately needed for the homeschooling stuff, because y'all saw in one of the last videos, I crammed the homeschooling stuff as best as I could, as organized as I could. I crammed all the homeschooling stuff in the 2 built-ins beside the fireplace, on either side of the fireplace. So that stuff's gonna be moved over here because I have more room to organize it, and we won't be like digging through stuff to find stuff. I got 2 of these touch lights right here for the kiddos in case they want to come over here in the afternoons and do some drawing, or if they want to do school over here and they won't feel like they need a touch light. It has like 3 settings, I believe. It goes from like dim to bright to brighter. I love these. I got a 2-pack from Amazon. I'll try to link it down below if I can't find it on the YouTube affiliate things. A lot of times I link things on the YouTube affiliate things now because it's just easier for me to do it, everything from my YouTube home. But if they don't have it, because a lot of times they don't have stuff like that, then I'll make sure I'll link it in the description box through Amazon. And I'm not an Amazon affiliate. Like I am, but that's because I was forever ago. I don't use Amazon affiliate links. Anything that's linked from Amazon in my description is not affiliated whatsoever. I don't make any amount of money off of you buying anything that is linked in the description. I only get a little bit of commission if you buy something that's linked through YouTube. A lot of times it'll be like 1% or 3%. Sometimes it'll be 5%, but those are really rare. But that's why sometimes I link it on YouTube and sometimes I don't, because I just go in between, because sometimes the YouTube links, they don't have the items that I need to link for you guys. I got 3 of these. So I got 4 actually, but I'm only gonna use 3 because I didn't have room to use all the 4. I have 4 kiddos and I have 4 sets of iPads and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to use 3 of these for 3 of the kids stuff here, and then Cammy's I'll do separately. These have a sort of fabric back, but it sticks. I already tried them on the top of these cabinets and it ain't moving. This just makes sure that when they put their stuff on here, like their keyboards, their iPads, it's not sliding and moving and stuff. I got 4 of these, only using 3. I tried to go with a beige color, just a neutral color, so it would match my curtains over here and stuff. I also want it to be light because I don't want to darken up this area. I like the way that the cabinets look without these on them, but those are necessary if it's going to be functional like I need it to be functional. If it's going to function like I need it to function over here. I got these things right here to hold their headphones that they need for school. They do online school now, so they always have to have headphones, or I have 50 billion voices going on around the house. You can hear it through the whole trailer. So we got these for the headphones. Got those on Amazon as well. And then I just got 2 little pencil holders here. They're neutral colors. Again, to keep this area light, I got a light neutral color, and I think I got ceramic, if I'm not mistaken. Bruh. Yeah. Did I get white? I don't think I got white. Maybe I did. I thought I got neutral. Weird. But they're ceramic. Probably dangerous. I should have probably got plastic, but they're so nice. I think they'll look good. I was pretty positive. Let me make sure this one's not neutral though, because I was pretty positive I got neutral. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. I guess that's a Mandela effect. White works just as well. I'm gonna set up the top here, and then we'll go in underneath and we'll see what we can do for organization underneath the cabinets. In the cabinets, underneath the countertops. I didn't only pick up these lights for like visual purposes, so if the kiddos need lights over here, they had these. I also got them for like a decorative purpose because I'm not going to heavily decorate over here. This is completely functional, and while I do like to add a little decorative touch here and there, my decor isn't focused on this right here. This isn't focused for decor. I will be in the next video doing something on the wall back there behind the corner cabinet, and that's where I'll focus on decorating per se. I try to pick specific things when it comes to decorating the house, and I've talked about that before, about how I used to go the Cracker Barrel route, and I don't like that look where you just had things on top of things on top of things. I'm not a good homemaker as it is. When I have all of that stuff to dust and to keep up and to wipe down and stuff, I'm just setting myself up for failure. So I really love a more minimalistic approach when it comes to decor, but your girl loves her decor. So I ride like a fence there between minimal decor and like a regular amount of decor. My thing is I just like a bright, clear, clean area. When it starts to get cluttered or I bring a bunch of dark colors somewhere, I just don't like it. So I focus heavily on pictures, family pictures, different things, collages sometimes, a bunch of greenery. I focus on that and I don't stack it. For both of these lights, I had to use a double plug-in, and Shane's going to hide the cords with these handy-dandy little things. They have stickers on them, so once you get the cord encased in it, you can stick it to the countertop and it don't move. And you can also put it together like Lego pieces. You can literally go around a corner with it.
I told myself that maybe he ain't worth it. Too bad I hate advice. 'Cause out of sight and out of mind is perfect. It's so hard to decide.
We got a stink bug squatter. I'm telling you, I'm about to start charging these suckers rent. We cannot get rid of the daggone stink bugs to save our lives.
When he's done, he's spitting me out. I just can't help myself. One for the pain, no hesitation. Took us again, nothing can save us, yeah. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night. All in or nothing, not gonna stop. Dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. At me like I know what he's thinking, but I don't have a clue. True talent in avoiding conversation, yeah, it's almost rather cruel. Oh, I know he got me good in his pocket. I know that I'm just a treat. Well, the taste is bitter.
When I got all of the kids' school stuff and books and stuff down here underneath the cabinets, I was shocked at how much space I still had. I'm not going to go fill the space with anything, but I was shocked. I'm going to take after shots before I did all this just because it was daylight and for light purposes. But just know that you're watching me right now put all this stuff up. So if you see some stuff in the corner over in a after shot, just know I took it before I put all the stuff away.
I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be free for the night. All in or nothing, not gonna stop. Dance till the morning light. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you. I just wanna be around you.
Shane loves this. He was bragging on the design so much it made my whole day. He also said it makes him feel like he's in a Samsung store. But I have all of their books and stuff. There's Cammie's little homeschooling stuff down here. And in the other one, I had their chapter books and their book sets. It is amazing, and I know it's going to help us out so much storage. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I hope y'all have a blessed morning, even not, whatever it is, wherever you're at. Know that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see y'all later.